Excuse me. See if we can't get anybody in here today. It's Sunday. I know everybody's busy and it's lunchtime and stuff, but got a limited time to work, and so I'm going to work. All right, we got 3 folks in. Drone, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sound everything okay, everybody? Nature beauty? Awesome. Blaze is working on Sunday. Wow. It's about 100 degrees right now. Why I'm in the tank top. Thank you for being here. We're just gonna, I did get some stuff done today. The first thing I went and did this morning was I went and harvested some of these. This is the elderberry. For those of you that don't know, this cures the flu and colds and wintertime cough. It cures a lot of stuff, actually. You just do your research. And I know it grows all across the South and the Midwest also. Probably in California too. Hard to say. I am on my Wi-Fi. I don't know how it'll hold up. But we're here. We're gonna work till I can't do it anymore. I did get some pretty cool stuff done. I finally got this blade finished. This is already been spoken for, not purchased, but spoken for. This will be the 3rd time that someone has wanted it, and I've held it, and then they never contacted me. So hopefully 3rd time's a charm. Today we'll be mounting this handle onto this little blade. There you go. You can see through it now. It's got some awesome. Get something to eat. And I don't have any I have some handle blanks ready. I was going to try to mount this one today too, but I really wanted to nap some of these points because I went ahead and cut that goldstone and got it workable. And I also cut a sample piece to work first before we start on this one, because the person who gave me this stone actually wants me to try to make them something from it, and I don't want to break it. It's not that I can't get more of it, it's just that I'd like to be able to give her a good example. Hey, Patch of Heaven. Hey, Draco's Dragons, man. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything's going good, man. We all were praying for you. We're, you know how we do. Here's the one we made the other day in live chat. And here's one we'll try to finish up. This one might be hard. Awesome. That's awesome, Draco. I know I got a personal message from your significant other, and that was really cool, but what's the word? Anyways, it was startling at first. Then when she told me you were okay and you were going to be okay, then I felt better. Then I could open up my heart to pray really hard for you. So awesome job, buddy. I guess you're gonna have to start paying a little more attention to your temple. You know what I mean? Awesome. We got 5 awesome folks in on a Sunday. That's really good, man. I appreciate everybody. Anywho, I was going to maybe reveal a few tricks of the trade today as far as mounting handles and that type of stuff. Yeti's not going to give away a secret recipe as far as what I use to secure the knife with. No, that's awesome, Draco. My wife's the same way. My significant other is the same way. Sorry, I came out here and I cut back there is the wet saw. And hey, Nick Molnar, I came out here before I got on live and I cut. What happens is these slabs that I'm cutting, you know, they're really wide. And when I cut them really wide, see the difference? When I cut them really wide, they're more subject to break because we talked about trying to get that strike across halfway at least. So I cut some down this morning and the mosquitoes, no, you do it, Blaze. The mosquitoes ate me alive. So I'm like all puffed up and oh, it was awful, but I'm sprayed down now. We're good. Sorry if it's glitchy. You can always come back and watch, or just let it lag and watch it behind. I'm usually behind in chat. Thank you, Blaze. Awesome. I wanted to give a huge shout out today. I have a friend that's not doing so well, but we're going to pray that he gets the time that he needs as long as he needs it. And that's my buddy Justin Sage Williams. I gave him some flint here about a month and a half ago, before I went to New Orleans, and he made me some blades and made me a custom knife out of deer bone, I believe. Linda's House of Chill, thank you for being here. And this is some of the obsidian that I let him have. I gave him quite a bit. He is a YouTuber, everybody. If y'all can just take a second, 1 second, and go over to Access Off-Grid Survival and watch one of his videos, slap it in your watch list later, tell him that Yeti Mountain Trading sent you and that you're sending him prayers. They gave him 6 weeks, everybody. He suffers from blastoma. When I first started out doing this YouTube thing and doing videos, I started out trapping for fur because the fur trade at the time was really, really high. Oh, that's okay, Linda Wallace. I understand. I have an addiction. I'm battling it. I totally understand. That's fine. Anyways, he made this other blade. I'm not selling any of these. This one's going to be for my son. I'm going to make him a handle. He sent me another blade that's down in the house. And that one we possibly might auction off. I'm not sure yet. He is on Facebook. He's a really, really good friend of mine. Anyways, back to my story. Him and another friend of his wanted to learn how to trap. And at that time, I had already trapped for a couple years, and I knew about the fur trade business and what they do and how it works. Yes, no, I've quit cigarettes before. I'm at 40. I promised myself I would quit when I was 40. So it is something I'm working on. It's one of my crutches I have in life. Probably the only one that I really, need to get rid of. It's a bad vice, and I don't mean to smoke. It's just that I have a crazy life, and anybody that really truly knows me knows how crazy my life is. So it relieves the tension sometimes. I know. I'm so happy for you, Draco. Anywho, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just flip it around, everybody. My swimming pool, that's down there is my swimming pool, and we got the Yeti Zen Garden over here, and those are all the stones I've collected for the metal forge. Now next week I'm going to be trying to live stream that metal forge building, and I'm not sure if anybody's into watching someone work, but this is something you guys can do at home for yourself, and it's not going to cost you anything. Maybe a little bit of junking. You might have to go get some tubing and some piping or something like that, or maybe a trip to Lowe's for something. But other than that, there's my trees. I got cables all strung in the trees for when we do parties. Anyways, let me finish this wreck and we'll get to napping. Yeah, I know. I never have smoked on any of my videos. I never have smoked on any of my videos till I started live streaming outside, and it's just kind of the way it is. I'm trying to quit, everybody. It's my goal. I'm going to set it in stone eventually. Okay, back to this goldstone. I want to go ahead and put my glove on. Glove up, everybody. What's going on, Daphne? At 2:30? Yeah, I can do that. Something band related?
No, it's
Stuco. Okay. Surprise meeting at the school at 2:30 for Stuco, everybody. Oh, hey, Dad, by the way. Okay. Let me get my holder. Oh, the joys of it. They make those kids go down to the school on Sunday. So we're just going to use the sample piece of the goldstone. No, I've still got a whole lot more of that coming. And I'm going to put you guys... Let me get you adjusted in here real good. So we've got our stone in there. I want to show you guys how pretty this stuff is. Now, let me get this other glove on. Because this is a glass. This is a man-made glass. Obsidian is glass too, but it's not man-made. But this goldstone is man-made. And I want to just run a sample strike down it and see how it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work. My rock shop person let me try out to work on it a little, but I believe it's going to do really good for us. And it's probably going to look like an old 64 GTO paint job. It's kind of what I'm going for. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Look, everybody. Goldstone. So I know that's going to be a killer piece. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and work this out. No point in not working it out. Can you guys see that good? I'm trying to get to where I am in the camera, everybody. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's try this other side. Let's see how it's going to strike across. Let's see how it's going to strike across the other way. Oh, she's going to like this. The person that gave me this rock, this stone, she really felt that I could do something cool with it. So I want to show you guys what it's doing. Look at that. Goldstone, everybody. So the next round of points, I'm hoping whenever my shipment comes in, is going to be this product here. Get rid of those shards. And she's just going to freak out over that. You know what? We might try this. So I have this one piece. And everybody knows I've already done 2 live streams and broke pieces. Yeah, SJ. How's the puppy? I'm going to go ahead and just chip away and try to pay attention to chat too. See if we can't get this to work. Every time I have to work that edge, see, and then slide the stone and hold the pressure. Well, she wants a knife. This particular person wants a knife out of this product, but I'm just doing a sample for her so that she wants to order me some product for my channel. I'm glad Mom loves the puppy, SJ. He's cute. I think I told you I had a puppy named Remington. I used to raise Jack Russell Terriers. Oh, it didn't like that. I already learned one trick. One thing about this rock, this man-made stone. Don't grab too much, eh? So now I'm going to work this edge and get right into those pits I created. Try to get all the way across the stone. I'm having an issue right in this rough area. That's okay. I'm going to trim it back a little. Right now I'm pushing in and up. In and up. This material is pretty soft. I'm not having to really put a whole lot into it for pressure, although my wrists are on fire. My wrist is on fire. Get this little piece off. Nice. So you can see we come all the way across. A raid? Oh no. What kind of raid? A raid on me? That's too cool. I've never been raided. A blood raid? What? Blood X, what's up? Oh no. All right, students, pay attention. Sweet, thanks everybody. A Sunday raid, that's pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting that. I'm just working, everybody. Trying to get this arrowhead made for a particular customer. And the wife's out visiting Grandpa at the rehabilitation place. Wow, we got 15 in, 19 thumbs up. That's awesome. It's 98 degrees here in Arkansas. And the humidity is at 100%. I don't mind if y'all network. Just do it the right way, please. And those of you that know me from the networking stream, Yeti rocks, pun intended. Hell, oh man, I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Tom Kelly Outdoors, welcome. Rockstar Richie, welcome. Thank you. The channels that are in here are amazing. If they're in blue, they're definitely true. They're probably for you if you're in here to chill and hang out. Silver giveaways. Ooh, see right there? I got a gnarly pit. I have to come back the other way, this way across, to get that scar out. I don't think I can reach in there anymore. I probably shouldn't. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. The hardest part about being a tuber is not getting dedicated folks, because if what you're doing is genuine and you're a genuine person, you'll get dedicated folks. The hardest part about being a YouTuber is getting your watch hours. All right, we're on the stretch. So what I might do is where that thing, see it's got a pit right there, I might try to come from this way. It might break, everybody. It might. I'm just saying. Those of you that have been here in the live stream know how it goes. Silver giveaways is in here. Awesome. Rockstar Richie, Natalie K, Luke Duke. Yes, Luke. Here, let me show you. Look at this, Luke. Goldstone, dude. Scrapping, hoarding, and tinkering fun. Awesome. Welcome. That's too cool, everybody. I've never been raided before. Blood X, I guess, give me my first raid. Thank you, Blood X. He's my buddy. We often chat and swap stories and chat and live streaming. We got Linda's House of Chill in here. Linda, that's my girl. We got SJ's Mixed Adventures in the house. Everybody go check out SJ. She is an amazing person and an amazing artist as well. And she has a super big heart. She's one of my favorites. Taya and the fam, welcome. Thank you. Jim Harvey, awesome, man. You guys are too much. So there you go. We got both sides. We're going to call it chink. You can see I still got this scarring from the cut. We're going to get rid of that on our next plow through. The floor is covered in chips. Let me get in here and let's work this spot we was looking at that we thought might give us some issues. See if we can't get that to bust for us the way we want. So I have to, I'll make, hey, Mr. Doughboy 356, my brother. That's my way up northeast partner, man. He's killer. Guys, go check out Mr. Doughboy 356. So what happens when they make this glass is, you know, not everything's perfect. Even those coin hunters and myself included as a coin hunter, there's imperfections in the coins, which is what we all look for. But in the flint, or in this glass that we work, we don't want imperfections, because you can see when this particular piece of glass was heated, this part right here is maybe cooled too fast or got too hot, and it's trying to strike a different way. But I think I got the pattern down. Again, we're working those ridges. We're trying to get those jig jags in there, everybody. Oh, jig jag. Awesome. Band practice, 2:30. Boy, I was counting on that today. My daughter's the drum major at her high school. She's also one of the president or vice president of Stuco, and she's on honor roll, and she is on, oh, what's that, Upward Bound and all that stuff. Choir. She's quite the intellectual, but she stays. Ooh, there's see there's that spot. So right here in this piece is on the other side. See, this is that side we were talking about. On the other side, we're having the same issue here with these fractures. So there's a good chance this thing's going to break. I already can probably tell that this thing's going to break right here, probably. Maybe not. It could. We'll see. But other than that, it's a beautiful rock. It could have to do with me maybe trying to grab a little bit of stone. As far as this technique goes, you guys, it's pretty well known throughout the flint knapping community, the Ishi technique. It's not traditional, although it is traditional in a sense that the Native Americans would have used, you know, antler. With today's technology, we can step it up a notch a little bit, make it a little easier on ourselves, because the natives, they had a hard time trying to do this with a deer antler, y'all, I can promise you. So I just keep trying to remind myself to not take too much of the stone away. I'm going to call it a stone. You can see it's got a waggle in it, see? That's where that stone's been heated. A lot of flint knappers like heated stone. I don't. I'm not a fan of it. I like my stone to be all natural. Now I'm just going to slowly work an edge onto it, everybody, by going back and forth and up and down the spine and creating those jig jags and thinning the blade down. And hopefully, through the grace of Mother Nature and me paying attention, I can get this thing to do what I want it to do and not break. Every time you make one, guys, you take a risk, you take a chance of breaking it. So, you still on here, Luke Duke? So here, Luke Duke, this is what you're after. You're after these jiggity jags on there. See that like a saw? Every one of the top peaks of those triangles is another preform to grab a hold of. What happens is it starts to get thinner and thinner, like on this side, and you start to find the imperfections in your rock or your piece of glass. Now I can do these out of Jägermeister bottles. One cool technique is to use the porcelain on a toilet. Another cool technique is to use go to Lowe's and buy the really high strength, really fine tile, and you just saw those blanks out. So I wanted to tell you that, Luke Duke, you don't have to start with just, you know, flint and obsidian. You can go to Lowe's and buy the 3/8 thick, you know, really high tech glass polymer tile. There's some really good tubers out there that flint knap, and they actually have videos on how to shop for it at Lowe's and what works the best. And I want to try to do one out of an old Vicks, you know, like an old glass Vicks bottle one day. In other words, I'm going to try some blue glass one day. And again, I'm just thinning this down, talking to y'all, chatting. Yeah, when you texted me, when you got a hold of me, you wanted spalls, and I don't really cut spalls anymore. Um, the reason being is because I can't remember how I made my tool. That was some years ago. I guess I need to do some research and get some books out. Do I braid much? I do braid. I do actually braid quite a bit. Excuse me. I do actually braid quite a bit, but when I'm working a product like this, Goldstone, funny, um, I won't braid it because it's so fragile. But yes, some of that solid black obsidian, that's the reason why I do blanks, Luke Duke, is because it's the waste. I don't want to waste any of the stone. It's not like you can just go out and pick up obsidian. You got to know a guy that knows a guy, and I can see right here there's a little air bubble in the glass. That's the other thing you got to watch out for. Some of those air bubbles. Let me go work this other side a little bit. And now I'm starting to get down to that critical part where the blade's getting a lot thinner. I'm starting to get in there where the blade's getting a lot thinner, everybody. So I really have to pay attention where I'm striking my high points and how much pressure I am applying, because I don't know if you could hear that, but that rock slapping this pad, and that is what we do not want. What happens is my hands gets tired and I forget to continuously hold pressure here on my pinky and my index finger, constantly pushing. That, and I'm not paying attention, but I'm paying attention. So I'm going to keep working this stone. Right now I'm trying to work through this. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I'm going to have right here, there was a little piece that came off. No problem, Luke Duke. Have a good day. Thank you guys for being here again. I have a regular live stream I do every Wednesday at noon. Everybody, I do giveaways, and I give away authentic arrowheads, as well as wrapped arrowheads, wire wrapped arrowheads, and I do other types of things also. So if you want to come back Wednesday at noon and check that out, you can. I'd much appreciate it. And some of these other channels in here, you guys check them out. I found that while I'm doing this, trying to watch chat, I seem to break more arrowheads, so I'm not really watching chat as well as I should be, guys. I'm working. This is how I make my living. I'm not just out here doing this for fun, everybody, although I'm out here doing this for fun. Don't get me wrong. Let me stop. I'm out here doing this for fun because it's something I love to do and I'm passionate about. And I get to see the end result, the beautiful end result of stuff like this, okay? Or this, okay? That's why I do it. But as far as streaming, I'd be out here doing this anyways, because this is what I do for a living. I have 4 or 5 jobs that I do. This is one that I have on the side that I've been doing, making these knives. If you guys want to order a knife, I have an email. I didn't drop anything in the description, but maybe one of my moderators could drop that email or whatever. Um, I also am on Patreon, everybody. For those of you that are on a fixed income, like myself, that's how I support people on Patreon. Is I, you know, get in their tiers. That way, I know it's just direct deposited and all that good stuff. It's actually pretty helpful. I can't wait to try some of this stuff. This is the rainbow obsidian. I got it all polished and ready to go. Next month we'll be doing the opal agatized white opal. We're going to be cutting that. Isabel, are you American Indian? I have a tiny bit of American Indian in me. Just a small amount, not a whole lot. Not enough to get a card. But yes, I have family pictures. I'm half Denton. For those of you that are history buffs and nuts, Ivan Denton was my great uncle. He was a super famous world wood carver, along with his daughters Janet Denton and the rest of the clan. We're half related. There's tons of all types of Indian over there in their family, and of course you guys know how it works. It all trickles down. But yes, in my soul of soul, in the spirit of my spirit, I'm all of those things. American Indian. It's, it's all the same to me, man. But we'll get back to it here. Maybe that's what I need to do from now on. I need to just when I go to need a ret, I'll just put the camera down so no one can see me. Yeah, folding laundry. Wow, that's always a thing in my house with the 5 kids. They're all in there right now, vegging out, wasting their Sunday, waiting on Dad to hurry up and make some knives. No, I'm just kidding. I have awesome kids. Trying to get my links. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. That's why I don't like to do it, really. I always just tell everybody I'm on Facebook under Chris Mavis, Mavis. Feel free to personal message me. My email is chrismavis38x@gmail.com. If you'd like to order something, usually that's what the live streams on Wednesday are for, everybody. So if I do a small type auction. I'll auction off 2 or 3 items, and that'll be it. We'll talk about everybody's middle of their week. We'll get everybody rested and chillaxed for their next 2 days of work. Oh man, this has got like a really cool bronze streak through it right here. And that's what that right there is one of the issues we were having. Something about maybe when the glass, was cast or poured. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever worked this material, everybody. So it's just as new for me as it is for you. Right now I need to flip that over and take that the other way before I get too carried away. Now I'm just working that, grinding that away. I see some high points in there. I'm trying to work out, like right there. What you're also doing when you're doing that is you're cutting a line so that the blade doesn't have a waggle. You don't want to. I mean, I'm not saying that the natives didn't make them with a waggle in them, because they did. I've seen every kind of blade. Now I'm working the stick back this way, just really lightly, till I get to that high point on this side, and then I take it. Just working that back real slow. Okay, that side is done. See it? Sharp, I can guarantee you. No, you do what you got to do, Draco, my man. I hope you get to feeling better. I'll probably still be on here, buddy. Well, I got to go with two. What time did she say? So in a 6-hour day, I can probably make 2 or 3 of these. And you guys are probably looking at that like, where's the arrowhead? Right? Hey, Mud Swat. Well, I'm going to show you. We don't want to rush it, okay? But I'm going to show you. Hopefully. Everybody that's in the South or the Midwest, I wanted to tell you that the elderberries are ripe. Those of you that don't know what an elderberry looks like, I've been busy this morning. I've already harvested some elderberry and watered what's left of the garden. Most everything here on the Yeti Mountain is burnt up from the sun. Oh, that was a good one. Woo! All the way across. Nice. Uh-oh. Am I allowed to use that word? Nice. Everybody, September's coming. That's the big season for me. That's ginseng season for Yeti. We're going to have a bunch of videos this year on ginseng hunting and other types of herbs and roots. You got to have good light when you're doing this so you can see all those fractures in there. We got 15 awesome people in the chat. That's so awesome, guys. Normally there's just 5 or 6 of you. Very cool. I think the max we had one time was like 40. Oh man, right here. See this spot? I'm going to have to be careful right here. Man, this is going to be a gold arrowhead, you guys. For you gold prospectors, including myself, this might be something you're into. A gold stone knife. Now I'm just working those jig jags back up the blade. See? And we'll flip it over this way. Come on, Yeti. So now we're on the other side of that weak point. Right here. We're on the other side of this weak point from across the stone. So I got to be careful a little bit. I don't want to reach in there and take too much. Oh, see how that's awesome. It's like a saw. I know you don't see it yet, but you'll see it. Let me keep working on it. What is he doing? Beating up that poor rock? Oh, I'm making it into a machine now. So I want to get, now I'm going to work this other side back this way. Until I've barely got enough to grab a hold of right there, everybody. That's why it's so important to have a good EC stick with a good hard quality copper nail. See how thin it's getting. Hey Ralph, everybody say hello to Ralph's Trucking. I'm sure he's on the road somewhere getting it done, man. He's the bloodstream of America, old Ralph's Trucking is. Really cool guy, really good channel. And he goes live, everybody. So I'm just striking that stone. I'm I'm striking that stone in a manner where it's curling those flakes out. If you could just picture holding a piece of wood in your hand and in a round cupped wood chisel and just gouging out a curl, that's the same thing I'm doing to this rock. I'm carving this rock. Well, this man-made stone, gold stone, everybody. The elusive gold stone. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to Knapp this before, but I'm digging it. It is a tight killer material. I'm going to go ahead and start working this back. Being very careful on how I apply the pressure. And every time I work that thing back and forth like that, I'm still creating these high points, see? This is where we were running into that problem earlier with the weird fracture, so I just want to be really careful. Everybody hold your breath. Hold your breath. There you go. There's one. It ain't done. We're gonna make the tip next. I gotta take a little break though. I gotta rest my hands, everybody. You can see how hot I am. Like I said, it's about 99, about 99 degrees here in the Ozark Mountains. I'm gonna get me some iced tea. Thank everybody for being here, man. Peace, big love. Totally awesome on a Sunday. Detector S, welcome. Plaster Chaser, thank you. I did want to show. I have little specks of gold glass all up and down my arm. Here's that rose bush handle. I'm going to be finishing this one this week. This one will be mounted into this one. Vice versa. You just wait till it's finished. And maybe some point during this live stream we'll set this handle. I've already got the blade ready. It's just going to be a little blade, but whoever gets it's going to love it because it's sharp. And I'll probably set actually we're going to be doing a metal forge. I'm going to do a medieval in the ground well, half in the ground metal forge for doing knives. We're gonna so what we're gonna do is, hey butterfly, we're gonna some cherry wood. Yeah, I could, if you want to cut it like, if you got some blanks like this, shoot, yeah, you want to ship it, Mr. Doughboy, I'll make you something out of it. How can we buy one? Oh, you mean buy a knife? Buy one of these. You can you can email me at, handle size, they need to be 2" by 2" blanks, sawed along the grain, a long grain, if you can. It's no big deal. I have cherry here, Mr. Doughboy, but if you want to send some, I'm sure it's probably different than what we have here. If you want to email me, you can email me at lowercase, all lowercase. Mud Swat, I'm married, I have 5 kids, and we live out, I'm probably about, I come from a town of about 2,500 people. No forged in fires. I tell you, if I was to be on a show, we want to be mountain men. I really dig that show. It's a good show. I love Jason Hawk. He's a friend of mine. He lives up way up the road here in Arkansas, but he is on Discovery Channel, Mountain Men. You guys watch that show? I think it's Discovery Channel. It might be History Channel. I don't know. It's one of those intellectual channels that I like to watch. I'm probably about 4 miles from the main town of 2,500 people. I do have neighbors around me on this 40-acre stretch, but they're all really good people. I'm from here. I'm a 5th generation from where I'm from, so I pretty much know everybody, which is why I get all the really killer land permissions and stuff. It pays to be a country boy and to know a bunch of farmers. I didn't know that when I was young, but I do now. My camera's trying to run away on me. There we go. Okay. I got the blood back in my hands. Let's see if we can't finish this thing out in an hour. If I could do this thing in an hour, that'd be pretty impressive, wouldn't it, everybody? Some days you have it, and some days you don't when you're napping. It's just kind of how it is. I try to keep the camera cocked where I could see everybody's chat. So I'm gonna do what I shouldn't do. Okay. And I'm gonna try to put the point down here. And I'm gonna try to put the notches back here, okay? So this here is also a critical part. Because I'm working that edge. And I have to be really careful about what I'm doing. And again, I'm using that side-to-side technique, and I'm not putting any pressure down. I'm putting pressure in and out to try to work that point out. I'm just finding those high points and grading them back. The reason this part's so critical is because I only am holding the arrowhead in one place, instead of having the pressure equally like I should. But I have to, in order to get into that stone, to get that tip to go. Just about every part of this process is critical. It's not like it's not critical. You can see I'm I'm trying to get that spar to go the other way, and it's not wanting to, but I think I just got it. You can see I'm starting to slowly work a tip on there. I'll come to this other side now, start working this off. I really should technically be out in the bright sun where I can see this reflecting. But it's too hot. Too hot for that, everybody. And I'll just keep working that down. I'll go ahead and clean some of this off. Back the other way. Starting to get a point. Let me see if I can't. Again, we're right there in that imperfection. I'm going to try to stay away from there and just work this tip a little bit. Sorry if I get quiet, you guys. I'm really trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Like I said, this part's pretty critical. That ain't what I wanted, but that's what it gave me. So we're gonna take it. Sometimes it's all in what the stone will let you have, not what you can do to it, but what it'll give you. They're not all going to be brilliantly perfectly pointed, and they're not all going to be perfectly sharp, although I can promise you they're sharp. Just a little bit more, everybody. Oh, my hands. That gets a smile on the face there. Goldstone, everybody. Oh, that's gonna make the rock buyer so happy, you guys, when she sees that. So we'll go ahead. The next part we'll do is sorry, my internet's probably junk, everybody, which is probably why most people are jumping off. I can't help that. But next we'll do the back end, see how it's still rough. I'll put the notches in it right here, the flare outs. Oh, part of that is leaning over. So all the chips, can you see those on the floor? The chips down there? I've been saving all those for Mr. Doughboy. He wants the chips for a project, so I've got a whole bucket. The chips, tiny chips, big chips, and I'll mail those out soon enough to you, Cliff. Whew. Man, if there was just a breeze. Oh yeah. Got to be careful even touching yourself. I probably have glass on my forehead. A handful? Okay, I can do that. it's hot. Oh man, look at that, you guys. So we're gonna have some big stuff coming up like this next. I can't wait to try the opalized, agatized opal. I got some petrified wood. Some petrified wood we're gonna slab out and cut. I don't know if y'all know that, but the American Indians, they made arrowheads out of petrified wood. So I also have access to some agatized deer bone, or not agatized deer bone, agatized dinosaur bone. And I'm going to try to work a bargain out with the rock buyer to where I can purchase some of that. I don't know what it's going to cost me, but that would be really cool to have a giant knife made out of Triceratops agatized bone. Just saying. She had some beautiful specimens, stuff I'd never seen before, so it blew me away. Kind of like this goldstone's doing. Man, you guys, this is so sharp. So if you just went outside and broke a glass bottle, that's how sharp this is. I mean, ooh, it's sharp. All right, let's try to work the back end on it. Let's see if we can get this thing finished. Oh, there's little chips of glass everywhere. I have access to tons of petrified wood. I got some really good people in my community that support what I'm doing. Let's see, what kind of back do we want? You know, I can do any kind of back. I can do a tail fan, a turkey tail. I think we'll just do a standard notch out. Let's try to clean that back. Maybe I can get it to work that way. Sometimes it won't work that way for me, guys. I have to hold the point funny. So what I'm doing now is I'm up striking. I'm up striking in there into that flat piece I just showed you guys. I'm just continuing to. So this will be the Clovis technique. It's actually called fluting. So I'm going to try to flute the back side of this. It's wanting to go, but it's being cantankerous. And I really hate this wrist position. Because I'm having to like twist my wrist out. Again, it's all about that pressure, everybody. Oh, that was a pretty one. All about that pressure. Again, I gotta hold that blade really funny. Oh, right in the glasses. It's the other thing, man. If you're gonna do this, you need to wear gloves and glasses. Glasses are important. I wear prescription glasses, so I already have them on. But it's super, super, super important. Safety first, everybody. We're slowly getting there. Let me flip it on this side here. Give a little work to it. Oh, that ain't good. There, man. I'm just trying to work every every little piece I got there that I can work, I want to try to strike it before I work that edge out, because I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a minute. Sorry, I'm so quiet, everybody. I'm really concentrating, trying to get that thing to turn correctly. It's not paying off very well. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Thank you all for being here so much. It means a lot to me. I was really happy to get my monetization as far as being able to live stream from my phone so that I could show everybody, you know, the exact process of what you do when you build a knife, or when you buy a knife from me. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get my heart and soul into this blade. It's not just going to be, it's not just something I'm, you know, pitching. Okay, I'm going to try to work this some more down in there. Every time I go in there for another gouge, I take a risk. The most important thing about this is knowing when to stop. Even if you're like, well, it's still not where I like it, but knowing when to stop and be like, okay, okay. So now I'm going to put the side notches in it right here, okay? I know you guys can't see me doing this. I can't really give you the full details of what I'm doing because I'm trying to work at the same time, but it's basically the same technique I've been using. I need to put some notches in it so that when I mount it to a blade, it'll stick. I need to flip that around. Let me flip that around. There, that side's done. I'm just trying to get that line correct and true before I go diving into this other side. And I left myself a high point right here to know where the notch is going to be. Okay, everybody, there you go. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? I'm gonna call this one good. Let me shake off any glass I got on me. Ow, because I do got some in my finger. Usually what I do is I go down to the outside shower and I shuck my clothes off. There you go, everybody. So I'll take some pictures of this and I'll post it on Facebook, everybody, under my Facebook page, Chris Mavis, so everyone can get a real true sense of how gold it is. I mean, it's gold, everybody. And in a sense, I can almost see through it. It'll look killer in a knife, in a small knife. Anyways, yeah, we got one done. Yeah, that's what. Because this goldstone's man-made. So there you go. That one's going on the board. We'll probably put that one up for auction. Maybe next week. As soon as I get her a picture out to see. It's really cool because it's got this, you know, it's got this streak of amber through it right here in the tail. Let me get a so I mean it's about 2.5 inches from the base of the notch out, so it's about a 2.5 inch point. I can promise you that if you flung that at somebody, ow. Tell you what I wanted to do. I'm going to have me another ret. I'm going to smoke me one more cigarette, and then I'm going to call it a live stream, everybody. Let's go ahead and maybe hang out here for a minute, but I did want to try some of this black obsidian. Maybe we'll strike around on it a little bit. Still trying to learn the getting the point real thin on the tips, and the reason is because when I get round to the tip part right here, see how it's kind of fat. I start getting a little paranoid because that's usually about the time I break them. At this point here, you know, we talked about it right here. It's got a chink in it. See it? So it does have a little bit of a heating imperfection in it, but man, it is cool. It looks like polished copper tone. It's not as cool as this one, but it's still pretty cool. I think the person who sent me that rock's going to be pleased with what I did with it. So maybe I'll finish this little point here out, make a little necklace, or someone can win it at Wednesday's live stream. We're going to have some good stuff to win on the giveaway on Wednesday's live stream. I just haven't got into my head stash yet to get it out. So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait. I did cut some more thinner pieces for making some darts. I'm going to make some darts for fishing darts. Maybe try that out. I got someone who's got a bunch of Osage wood, so I might show you all how to do it. Listen, so this is how Yeti does it. I collect rocks from all over the world, and they go in mason jars like this, see? And there's coins in there, there's old earrings, there's old jewelry, and I just take from old costume jewelry, I take from you know, whatever I can get, and I just store it in my little containers like that. And when I feel the need, like with SJ, I went a lot of amethyst on her magic wand, and I went all hardwoods with her smudging kit. And you know, I mean, it just depends on the personality. That's why I say to everybody, contact me first. Somehow, you can email me at, you know, I'm on my phone. If I was on my laptop, I could drop you all my links, but I'm not on my laptop, so I can't do that. Um, but you can email me, figure it out. Usually, everybody has a pretty good idea how to get a hold of me on Facebook. It's under Chris Mavis, Mavis, and then I have my emails, all lowercase, chrismavis38x at gmail.com. And just put in the title, you know, I want to buy a knife. You know, don't come to me and not be serious though, because that, you know, if you're serious about wanting to buy a knife, they come with a serious price. All in all, every knife is probably has anywhere from 4 to 10 hours in it. So I mean, you're getting charged by the hour, by the time that it takes, and plus this little bit of shipping fee that it takes, because I am shipping a glass product or a breakable, fragile product across the countries. Do not do any international shipping, so I will make an exception for Canada. But other than that, will also be something you have to contact me about to get a hold of me and let me know. I use Messenger. I like to use personal Messenger because I can send photos. I know emails is quick too, but I feel more personable. I'll need information like your birth sign, your favorite color, things like that will determine what's in your product. And like I said, I didn't bring any of finished examples that are going to go out this week for in the mail. They're all down inside in the house in the mail room because they're going to go out this week. But you can go back and watch other live streams and check me out on Facebook under Yeti Mountain Traders. Also, that's Traders with an S, Traders. I hope I'm not boring everybody. A lot of the times when I'm watching a live tuber, just because I'm not commenting or making comments don't mean I'm not standing there watching dishes or vacuuming the house with my headphones on or whatever, you know. I'm still there, just I'm doing the thing, you know. That's the other thing. If you wanted something that was really long, a long knife, what we're going to call them, a dragon tooth or whatever. Every knife has a name. I give it a special name. Those require me to cut longer slabs. That requires me to take more time to do it. Those things cost time. Those things cost money, and that's why the longer knives are a more higher value than, say, a short knife. A small knife like this, you know, $60, $70, $80. You start getting into a long blade, you're talking way more money. But I can promise you the effort and time is there. I put into doing it. Like these pieces here, for instance, I cut them way too wide. It's because I was going to do teardrops, but I still haven't learned how to get the roundness out of the teardrops yet. So I've been cutting them down to, you know, smaller sizes, basically, is what that boils down to. So I can make more cuneiform blades like this one, or like this one. You know what I mean? This is that trillium obsidian. It has the trifecta of glass in it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, everybody. I gotta get the kids to band practice and stuff. And I hope everybody had a good time. I hope they enjoyed being here. Those of you that stayed with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Awesome. You're the best. I love your face too, SJ. We'll probably go live this week doing the construction on the metal forge. I'm working on a killer shout out video for some said person that's really awesome. It's going to be really entertaining, I hope. I'm just having to do a whole bunch of traveling all around to get all these shots because I want it to be just right. Um, and I'm having to have the kids um, help me. All right, SJ, I'll come in and see you. Um, Got to get the kid thing taken care of and stuff, but I am home all day Sunday. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it so much. Everybody, remember to be happy, behave, be kind, and be safe. And remember your 7 P's of life. 7 P's of life. Prior, proper planning prevents piss poor performance, everybody. Yeti man out. Peace.